Hello everyone, welcome to this new video of Letsboot.com. Today I will show you how to start with Ionic2. So as usual, my video is linked to my Medium article that you can find inside our Letsboot series of articles. So what are we gonna do today? First we'll install Ionic and Cordova, then we'll start an Ionic2 app and run it in a browser. Then we'll connect it to a JSON backend, and finally we'll run the Ionic app in a smartphone using Ionic View. So the first thing you need to do is to install globally on your computer Ionic and Cordova. I've already done that, so just let's skip this part. So now let's create a new Ionic app project. So in my code folder here, I will run this Ionic start command line to create here my new app, and I will use the tab layout. It is possible to use other layouts, just go on the documentation for checking the other layouts. So this installation can take a few minutes, so be patient. Here now you get a first question. Connect this app to the Ionic dashboard. You can say yes or no. I will say yes in here. So the second question is, which app would you like to link? You have three main options: create a new app, link it to your previous Ionic app, or never mind. So here I will create a new app. You enter the name of your new app. It's gonna be my super app. And then as you see, Ionic will create a Git repository where you will be able to commit and push all your changes. So the next steps are here to go inside your project folder. That's what I'm gonna do. And then git push into the Ionic master branch to do the first commit. Great, so now I have my Git repository updated. So I'm gonna open my project inside Visual Studio Code. Inside Visual Studio Code here, I'm opening the integrated terminal, and to start running my Ionic app on my browser, I will use the Ionic-server command. When it's done here, you see you can copy paste this link and open it in the browser of your choice. Here I'm gonna use Chrome. So my Ionic app is running. I have this welcome message. Here you see this is the tabs layout. I have three tabs: my home, about, and contact. So in this tutorial, for this simple example, I will just edit this home page, but of course you can do more with the old tabs and maybe add more pages if you want. So what I'm gonna do, I would like to connect my Ionic application to a REST API to get some photos. So for that, I will create a service inside the app folder. So for that, new file app.service.ts. So inside my app service here, I will import HttpModule, observable from the RxJS library, and the operator map. Here I will set my URL variable to my JSON backend. I will inject inside the constructor the HTTP module. So here I created just one little function, get all, to get all the photos from the JSON backend. Next, because I need the HTTP module and to export my app service, do not forget here to import the HTTP module and the app service. Inside the ng module decorator on the imports, you will import the HTTP module, and in the providers, you will add the app service. So to edit my home page, I open the home TS file inside the pages folder and the home folder. I've imported here the app service and I injected it inside the constructor. Here, as you can see, by default you don't have the onInit, but we'll need it. So for that, import it first, then implement the homepage class with the onInit. Here I did the ng onInit function, and inside I'll call this load photos function that I created just after. So first I need here to create a new photos variable, which is an empty array. In this load photos function, I get the app service that calls the getAll function, and because the getAll function returns an observable, we can subscribe to it and set these photos to the photos we get. So now I can edit my template. I open the home template and I can add whatever I want. So I will keep the header with the title of the page. In the Ion content here, I've changed the title and I've added this Ion list tag, and inside this tag I've added the Ion item, in which I implemented a for loop to get all the photos from the photos array, and I displayed the title, the ID of the photos, and the photos itself. So now let's see what I got in my browser. So that's great. I have my new title and my list of photos, and for each photo we have the title, the ID here, and the photo. So once you've done all the changes you wanted, we'll now push our changes into the Ionic master branch. So for that you need obviously to have a git, and then you can run this following command: git add a, git commit, and I will add just a little message, new homepage, for instance, and then I can push it with git push Ionic master. Great, so here you see you have a URL that you can copy paste. So when I copy paste this URL inside my browser, I have now the log page displayed. It is automatically open because I've already signed up to Ionic Pro, but if you don't have any Ionic Pro account, you should sign in first, and you have all the steps inside my article. Now, to open the new project inside my smartphone with the Ionic View app, I have to share my app. For that, I have two ways to do this, privately or publicly, but here I need to set the public settings, and I don't want to do that right now, so I will do it privately. Here I will send an email to my own address actually, and then I will press share. You will get an email from Ionic Pro with a code. Here you will go on your smartphone and you will download the Ionic View app. On my smartphone, I enter the code that Ionic gave me. Then I check my device. And here my super is displayed in my smartphone. I have my list of photos, I can scroll down to see them, and I can switch between the two tabs. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. You can have more videos like this on our Letsboot YouTube channel, and you can get our Medium article on medium.com. See you next time.